So Mary got on the Wii, and I got on there the other day. She's doing her steps. I got on there the other day, and it asked me how my sleep was, how many hours of sleep I'm getting a night. And I put 4 to 6 because I'm not sleeping. And it, it told me exactly what I know. You should be getting 8 hours of sleep in order for your body to metabolize things. And I do. If I sleep 8 hours, get a solid 8 hours or, a little bit more, then I drop weight pretty quick. And there's something to that sleep. But it just asked Mary, because she got on there and said, to encourage Mom to get more sleep.
Mom doesn't seem to be getting enough sleep. You should encourage her to get more sleep. So I was like, Mom, I'm encouraging you to get more sleep.
So funny. So it works for the family. I gotta get some lunch. Speaking of food.
Hello everyone, this is Mary. So I just wanted to show you my Wii Fit Plus for the day. So I just finished my exercise and Mom actually just went off to work. So anyway, this will probably be included in the Monday measures, but I wanted to show you this little cute piggy clock guy. So today I got 43 minutes of exercise and my total time for, I think, since I've been doing exercise consistently is 9 hours and 30 minutes, something like that. And then I burned 165 calories today, which I would say is pretty good. So I can have a little extra snack if I want to. But I wanted to show you my fit credits because I've been doing exercise for at least the past 2 weeks every other day. And as you can see, the red, I've been doing my aerobics exercise. I've been doing at least 30 minutes of that and doing lots of steps, so lots of walking on the Wii. And then I've got a little light blue at the tops of these, which is the Training Plus, which are more of the fun games. So I've been consistently doing my exercise and I've been feeling pretty good. And I've actually been able to eat a little bit over the calories that I would normally eat, and it hasn't affected me that much, so that's great. And I think I'm gaining some muscle weight, so I think I've been doing pretty good with this stuff. Just wanted to share it for the our little health journey, but that's what I've been up to.
Welcome to Monday Measures. Week number 15. I'm lost again.
It may be 14 or 15. I believe
No,
it's 15.
I know it's not 14. It might be 16. I don't know.
I'd say 15 because I don't remember doing 15.
Okay.
We'll put the number up on the screen probably if we're wrong.
I thought I was good to go, guys. I wanted to do a plant-based meal tonight. That's normally meat and without using, starchy food like rice. So, but I forgot the plant-based cheese. So we're just going to have to pretend that that's plant-based cheese.
But if you want to make this recipe, you can use actual plant-based cheese.
Right.
Tea. I have tea on the brain.
So, Mary's being weird. All right. Before I got the recipe going, I want to talk about inflammatory foods, which is why we don't want to do the white rice. I got this. This is from my doctor, and I was going to read you the inflammatory stuff. Of course, it's sugar, so avoid anything with sugar that causes inflammation in your body. Unhealthy fats, like most of your highly refined oils, like canola oil, soy oil, safflower oil, any animal products high in omega-6 fatty acids, those increase your inflammation. Monounsaturated fats, like coconut oil, that are found in, like potato chips or, refined and cooked.
I used to eat potato chips all the time. I don't anymore.
Yeah. So, and processed grains, which is your, your white flour, pasta, your pastries, breads.
Probably rice too, huh? Like white rice?
Yeah, white rice. And we need to eat fermented foods, and we need to eat lots of fruits and vegetables.
I keep telling Mom that's part of the reason why I like all of the Asian food stores we have here, because
lots of fermented foods.
Yeah, like miso soup and stuff. I'm always like telling her we need to eat more of that stuff.
Yeah. So the other side is just a quick list of, things you should eat and things you shouldn't eat. And I'll probably do like a snapshot of some of those, because I don't want to read them all. But, we need to eat more foods that are high in omega-3 fats, which is your fish, your leafy greens, flax. I know my body works better if I do a lot of flax.
I need walnuts.
Walnuts.
I've been thinking about walnuts
We
lately.
used to eat a lot of walnuts, and for some reason we quit eating them.
And I only I'm weird about fish. I don't like fish if it tastes fishy. So I really like the sushi salmon.
Yeah.
So that I'll eat.
High fiber foods.
I know, helps you go to the bathroom.
Stay away from your simple carbohydrates, which is your, like we said, your breads and
it's probably like
rice,
mashed potatoes and stuff.
corn, cereals, things like that. And no red meats, which I keep getting on here. Oh, the red meat.
I'm one of those people. I don't really crave red meat. I really just eat chicken all the time.
Dairy bothers me. So a lot of these things, they're on this don't eat list, which are the the things I've been complaining about all these videos.
Yeah, so. Mom and I both, we think, because we've kind of been having, some extra things here and there, and we had a lot of gluten just the last weekend, and then all of a sudden we both just broke out, I've been getting pimples mostly on the side of my face.
I haven't had any pimples in months. Months.
But it's definitely, it can be because of the change in diet.
Inflammatory foods.
Yeah, so it's probably from that. So I told Mom, I was like, I'm just going to go back to what I was eating, because I don't know. Yeah. I asked for biscuits and gravy, and that's what I've been eating. But I've been doing exercise, but, even with that, I still am breaking out. So I'm going back to my regular foods that I've been eating.
I had a biscuit mix I bought before all of this, we were going to start doing the clean eating. It was a 25-pound box of biscuit mix.
It's kind of good for
huge.
If there is ever a quarantine again and everyone buys out all of the stuff.
And so it has the recipe on there for a 5 pounds of it. So I tried to divide it up and it ended up too liquidy, so I kept adding more flour to it. So I ended up with all these biscuits. Just a ton of them.
Maybe I would have been fine if I just had biscuits that day, but I had it the whole week.
The whole week. I ate some biscuits trying to get rid of them. Yeah. So I didn't want them to go bad. I guess we could have frozen.
You live and you learn.
Right. All right. So it's a unstuffed cabbage casserole. So it's like stuffed cabbage in a casserole. And we're going to do that plant-based.
I'm excited.
We'll eat anything.
Honestly.
All right. So here I am in the kitchen again. For the Monday measures. I'm exhausted today. I told Mary I don't know what's going on. And I eat a bunch of Heather's Asian snacks. They're probably full of sugar and processed rice and things I'm not supposed to eat. And that worked this morning. But I got oil in my pan. We'll get that going. Half an onion cut up. These are big onions. So this whole thing, you can cook it in the pot. This recipe anyway. This is an easy recipe. I have a more complicated recipe that you cook in the stove. And it's got all kinds of spices and stuff in it. And I actually like that one better because it's got lots of goodies in there. But this is just an easy one. And we're going to, like I said, do it plant-based. And we'll see how it turns out. I am going to pour it into a casserole dish when I put the cheese on top of it and put it in the oven for a little bit. That's just because if it's in a pot and it looks like soup, the girls won't eat it. But if it looks like a casserole, they'll eat it. Do you have people like that in your family? Aye. Okay. I'll put the onions in there. Let those cook up a little bit. I don't know where I'm going anymore. Okay, that's cooked down pretty good. We're going to add our spices. I never have my measuring utensils out here. So a teaspoon of garlic powder. A teaspoon of onion powder. A half a teaspoon of thyme. And I'm going to use a soup. Here's my plant-based crumbles. Look at there, it's got a sticker on it. Gotta love the stickers. Now, I got scissors.
Not need help.
So I'm gonna throw the crumbles in there.
Smells good.
Zips. And I thought I had just riced cauliflower, but I couldn't find it in my freezer. And it wasn't on my list. And the riced veggies wasn't on my list, so I think I mixed it up. But I'm going to throw that in there. I mean, a little bit of extra vegetables is not going to kill us at the casserole, right? And there's the soup I'm going to put in there. The Progresso tomato roasted peppers. We have been loving all the peppers lately. I don't know. Must be craving something. Okay. And we need 1.5 cups of water. Because we're going to need to cook down our cabbage. And there's a half a head of cabbage, not by Alaskan standards. It's a normal head of cabbage. Look up on the internet, Alaskan cabbages. Oh my gosh. These things are the size of a small city. Yeah. Okay, mix that up. and put a lid on it and let it cook. There we go. So I'm gonna let that cook for about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna throw it in a casserole and put some plant-based cheese on it. And at 350 for probably another 10 minutes. And we'll have a casserole. Easy! More easy peasy stuff. There it is, all done. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have some. Looks good. Yeah, it usually doesn't come out that soupy. But we used the riced vegetables instead of real rice. The rice would have soaked up all of that soupy stuff. But it looks good to me. I'm gonna eat it as soon as it cools off. In the meantime, I'm gonna tell you that this isn't the end. Mary's gonna make crepe cake for Heather for her birthday. So it's not healthy and it's not gluten-free and it's not sugar-free. Heather requested it. She's going to make a rainbow crepe cake.
Yep.
With cream cheese frosting. That'll be next.
Hey everyone, so today I am going to be making a crepe cake for Heather, and I'm going to make it all rainbowy and fun. And Mom said that I should include it in the Monday measures. So a lot has been going on in this kitchen, and Heather was supposed to help me record this, but Dad called and wished her a happy birthday, and now they've been talking on the phone forever, so I have to record it myself. And the first parts that I already did turned out awful. I'm sure you don't want to see like all of the pimples on my face and not like me, just like the back of me also. So I'll tell you what I did so far, and I didn't get that far. So first I have to make the crepe batter and make the crepes, and Mom is looking up back there somewhere. Oh look, you can see you. There's Mom. Mom's looking up a frosting recipe for me for the crepe cake. But
I am dressed, by the way.
Yeah, she's dressed. She always puts her robe on. She calls it a house coat. I guess it's like a older person thing. But anyway, what I did, there's some butter on the top of the flour. But I took 4 cups of flour, and I am actually doubling this recipe, so usually it calls for 2 cups, but I took 4 cups of flour and put them in my bucket thing here, my mixing bowl. And then I took a 1/4 cup of melted butter and added that as well. And I also had to clean the microwave because there was a little bit of a butter explosion because I was just about to take it out and then all of a sudden it popped. And I was like, no, so close. So at least I've got most of my butter in there. But now I have to add 6 eggs. So I will start doing that. I'm not like a professional baker. Most things I make turn out really good and I get lots of like good reviews from my friends and family. But I just tend to add things to my recipes kind of willy-nilly and make sure it's mixed up. Because I think as long as you, like, if it's not a super complicated recipe, as long as you put everything together, it'll turn out fine. So, 6 eggs. I'm sorry you can't see my bowl down here, but maybe I can kind of hold the egg up here. There it goes. That's 1. 6. I might need to end up like splitting this stuff into 2 separate bowls because I also need to add like, I don't know, like 6 cups of milk. Might not have a big enough bowl for that. Yeah, we'll see. Okay.
Frosting.
Now I gotta throw away all my eggshells. I feel like the 3 fairies, the fairy godmothers or whatever in the Sleeping Beauty movie right now. Just making a mess and not doing things right, but whatever. Hello, we're down here now. So I'll be stirring up this and then I'll be adding my cups of milk one at a time or however I want to add them. I almost forgot. I mean, it doesn't matter when you add these things. 3 tablespoons of sugar. But that is for my normal recipe, so I need 6 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of you might be looking at this like, oh my gosh, this is a mess. She's just like doing this all willy-nilly, but I think I kind of warned you. But I realized I put in only a 1/4 cup of butter, like half of the stick, and I needed a whole 1/2 cup of butter, which is like the whole stick, so I just melted the other half and I'll add that in there too, so. Fixing my mistakes. Well, like, it's not quite a mistake yet, at least I noticed. Hopefully. That makes it so, like, I think they don't, like, stick on the pan as much and stuff. I don't know.
She's not used to doubling the recipe.
Yeah. Okay. And now I need 6 cups of milk. Mom's all making sure I'm doing things right. I'm like, what is, Mom? What is? I'm very stubborn. This is why when people are all like, oh, you're so smart, Mary, you can do anything. I'm like, sure, yeah. They're all like, why don't you go manage people for a living? I'm like, I can't do that. You want to put people's lives in my hands? I don't think that's a good idea. But anyway.
I know, you do pretty good with crowd control.
I guess so. Yeah, I work on a food truck, so I've learned some pretty good, whatchamacallit, customer service, that's what it is. And I think I'm just lucky and the people are really nice because we have some really good, like, I don't know, like regulars. People really like the food truck I work on, so they're all pretty nice. And I think a smile goes a long way. So that's 1. Oh, you're right, it'll probably all fit in here, just barely. Looks like I'll probably need to open the other container. Hey, and if you're looking for a way to use up the rest of your milk before it goes bad, make like 26 grapes. Ooh. Well, sometimes my crepes turn out a little lumpy, so at least if these are lumpy, then they'll get covered by lots of nice cream and stuff. And when they're layered. I do find it funny when I watch cooking videos of like people who obviously don't know how to cook.
Get your other 2 cups of milk.
Oh yeah, Mom's gonna help me. But like I find those videos so funny, the people who can't cook, and you can tell that they don't cook or bake things often because they'll be like
barely mixing things. They're just like shifting it around a little. It's so funny. Mom's helping me get all the lumps out.
Yeah, I don't know what you did. I always make the crepe mix in the blender.
I think what I did is just put all the ingredients in there in the wrong order. Like I said I was probably gonna do, because my brain is all over the place and I'm trying to get this done before dinner. So now we're gonna separate all of the, it's like way down here now. I am like tiny. But we're gonna separate all of the crepe batter into all of these old,
we're professionals here,
bowls that I found. Yeah, professional. I don't even know how I made it through college. I graduated in 3.5 years. How did that happen? But anyway, I'm dropping things. We've got all of these food colorings that we're gonna use to color the cake in all different types of colors. And we'll start doing that.
have fun.
A rainbow of crepe batter. Hopefully it will be successful. Wish me luck, guys. Even though you'll be seeing this after it's done. Okay, so we're gonna start with this first batter here, the purple. And what I do is I'll first turn the stove on.
You've made it past step one.
I kind of turn it on medium way, and then if it gets too hot, I can turn it down as I go. But I just take like half a stick of butter, and I just start like buttering the pan. I'll wait for it to warm up a little bit. And then I take a third cup here, it's got a little butter in there. And I just start putting like a third cup of crepe batter in at a time, and then as the sides get a little bit crispy, like you'll see them kind of lift up, and that's when you know to flip it over. So usually the first crepe doesn't turn out great, and I end up kind of ripping it, but that just means there's a little snack for the rest of us while we're waiting. Just a little more. Yeah, these lumps are not supposed to be there very much. I don't know. But, that'll be okay. There's just a couple lumps in there. It makes them unique and artistic, right? Right. Sometimes I'm impatient. It looks like it's starting to get good. Gotta wait a couple more seconds. Look, it's bubbling. Okay, it's probably just about good now. Okay, see, this is where I break them. Gotta be careful. Gotta make sure all of the edges are ready to lift. I'm like telling myself all this stuff. Really, honestly, I'm not teaching you guys anything. I'm trying to teach myself. Oh, there's a little rip in the middle, but it turned out okay. Look at that. Look at my crepe. Oh, it doesn't look very pretty. Oh well. It's the taste that matters. Yeah,
I feel like as I go, whenever I make crepes, they slowly get better. Like they turn out a little better as I keep cooking them, because you kind of, get a feel for what the perfect temperature is, and then when to flip them and stuff. So I don't make these very often, so it's kind of a new experience almost every time. Oh, this one turned out nice. Look at that.
Sorry, I got these crazy lights behind me, and it's showing all my little... I wasn't planning on getting in front of the camera today, but I went and got my COVID shot. Look at that. So I had to get makeup on and get dressed. I just hit my elbow. But I was going to make this cream cheese, whipped cream, frosting. I'm going to kind of make my own concoction because the cream cheese frosting is going to be too thick for the crepe things. We need something that's going to spread real easy, so I'm going to put whipped cream in it and make it whippy. So we'll try this. And of course, by Alaska standards, room temperature is not real good because 65 degrees makes everything hard. So I heated things up in the microwave a little bit. I got 4 ounces of cream cheese. Come off.
Mom and I were talking, and so even though my crepes turned out lumpy, they usually turn out prettier. I don't always make them like that. But even though they turned out lumpy, they'll be covered in cream and stuff anyway, so.
Yeah. And 2 tablespoons of butter. I need something to get it out of there. Always got to have everything handy. So 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm new to the KitchenAid. I have hardly used it for anything.
Except for Dalgona.
Yeah, for Dalgona. We used it a lot for Dalgonas in the summer. Which was kind of odd. I don't know why we need so much coffee in the summer. We usually don't because, the sun's out 24/7. And it calls for a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, the one recipe I found. And I don't have any plain Greek yogurt, so I'm just going to use some of this low sugar vanilla stuff I have.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't know.
Mom
How big are these?
My head is hidden. Mom has had like 50 years of experience in the kitchen. She was like cooking when she was 5 years old.
Right.
So she knows all the in and out secrets and how to make things taste good.
A 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. More like a teaspoon.
I know she can eyeball things. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, and we'll whip that up. And I whipped that up, and now I'm going to put a couple of cups of powdered sugar in, and then I'll put a cup more at a time to get us 4 cups. I'm over here. That looks pretty creamy. I don't know. I'm going to put some whipped cream in it and see what happens. Heavy whipping cream.
These ones look a little more red when they're cooked.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I was hoping they'd do that.
That looks pretty darn delicious. Yummy, yummy. So Mary realized that we have to put frosting between each and every one of these things. I've been putting them out in the garage to cool off, and it's 4:30, and the rest of the family, my oldest daughter and son-in-law, are supposed to show up here in a half an hour, and I still haven't gotten the meat cooked. We're going to do taco bar today. Taco and burrito bar thing. and I need both burners. So she's got to get a move on here. So I'm going to frost this cake for her.
I only have like 2 more colors. to go.
Okay, I have a house full of people, so I am out in the garage. And so you all know Heather's autistic, right? So we started to put these colors together, and she's like, no, that's not the way they go. So I had to look up a rainbow. And, you know, I put all these out in the garage to let them cool anyway. But, okay, so I did a screenshot. Mary did a screenshot for me. So purple on the bottom, then blue, then green, then yellow, then orange, which is kind of pink, then red. So we're going to put all these together in the garage. Oh my gosh. That looks pretty awesome. Mary said something about cutting the edges, but I don't know. I think it'll look okay. I mean, I kind of like the crispy edges. Starting to slide on me, people. I put a straw in the middle to keep it from flopping over. There we go.
Moved it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna move it the wrong way too, you know.
Alright, that should be good.
Hello. So that cake did turn out good in the end. It looks
did.
really cool.
It did.
I was really hopeful that once we covered it in cream, that when you cut it, you'd only see the sides anyway. So it looks nice.
Yeah.
My sister took some for breakfast tomorrow. My eldest sister, the other one. They're both older than me, so.
Right. The oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah. It turned out it's really filling because it's crepes. And, you know, by the time you slice it in a slice, you've got like probably 3 crepes.
Yeah, Mom assembled it, which is a good thing because mine would have probably like slipped, fell over. Looked like that cake.
It was sliding.
From
It was
Beauty.
sliding, and I was like, I gotta do something quick.
She just stuck a straw in the middle. That worked.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I did exercise this morning and wasn't thinking I was standing at the stove for like 3 hours making 40 crepes.
Yeah. And we were trying to assemble that thing as quick as we could before everybody got here.
Yeah, Heather wanted it specifically to be in rainbow color.
Order.
Yeah, and I wasn't making them in the correct rainbow order.
Right. So the ones that needed to be on the bottom were the
Were like the
ones, the
last ones.
hot ones.
Yeah, so Mom had the good idea to individually like take the individual layers of colors and then
Just
put cream in
keep
between
'em
those.
cool.
Yeah, just throw them all in our garage because that was kind of like a freezer. You know, it's colder out there, and then put them all together when they're ready. So
Yeah.
that was a good idea.
And it worked.
Yeah. Hope you like it. I mean, I thought it was cool.
Good.
I've been doing all my exercise, so I can afford to eat extra things like
Yeah.
that.
Not me.
It's a lot. Yeah. Well,
I'm stuffed.
today could be a cheat day.
A cheat day. Yeah.
Usually, I think now Sundays probably are gonna be because that's when we're gonna have our family dinners.
Right. Yeah. And we're not gonna really stick to the diet on our family dinner nights.
Yeah.
It's just to, because everybody eats different things.
Yeah.
I've actually been doing okay. Like I made turkey.
Yeah, the last couple
Turkey,
times she'd made different
meat,
alternative things for
alternative
herself.
things for myself. Yeah.
Yeah. So, my oldest sister and her husband, they just eat like the regular tortillas because they like the flavor of those. And then Mom and I will eat
And
the
the
extreme
extreme
wellness
wraps.
ones that are only 50 calories. So that
Yeah.
works. Just get things that you like, you
And
know.
turkey burger. Yeah. So it was good. It worked.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to
Successful.
Heather.
Yeah, she went back upstairs. We gave her presents and stuff, and she's like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna like go play some games." We were like, "Oh, okay."
Her social media has been going crazy all day.
Yeah, she's probably got to go talk to her friends. They're probably all wishing her happy birthday online and stuff.
All right. That was today's Monday Measures.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on Wednesday.
Thanks for watching.
See you in the next one. Bye.